Hi! Another week, another femininity quickie. I'm Dr. Christina, your femininity coach from wonderful and juicy, sexy LA. And I talk all things dating and sex for ambitious women in their 40s. We're gonna get you a fucking man. And we're gonna get you the best man on this planet. And if a femininity quickie is not enough, if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, you can always reach out. The link to all of the juicy details are in the description box of this episode. So let's do it. And yeah, today we're going to talk about flirting in your 40s. Okay. So the good news is you can learn how to flirt with a man, with any man. And the thing is, like, flirting in your 20s is very, very different from flirting in your 40s. And especially because you know now what you want. You are more confident, you feel better in your own body, you have achieved certain kind of things, right? Whether it's the career or your own business, you just know what you're standing for. You know your values and your boundaries. And then it sometimes feel like, how can I still be playful? How can I still flirt, right? And then you see those 20-year-old girls who have nothing to lose. They just flirt, And then you feel sometimes, I felt that too, like, how can I, as a serious woman, with like my stories in the past, with my experiences, and also with being an entrepreneur, how can I flirt without, still be playful, which I always love and which is also kind of my personality, but still be of high value. And I think then it's sometimes like we ambitious women, we then overthink how flirting can be like, and flirting is actually a simple thing. Like, flirting is being playful, it's being funny around each other, it's like, showing a little bit of me, touching a little bit of you, and it's more like, let's get together on a level that has nothing to do with like, hey, I'm ambitious, hey, I'm independent, hey, I'm strong. It has nothing to do with that, That's like, I would say, when you date someone or when you meet a man, let's say in a bar, like, your professional level, that's one level, one part of your, if you see yourself as a cake, a personality cake, there's one slice that's for your, professional life and being professional and acting professional and like high value, where you keep a little bit of like your standards up. But then there's also this part that can be playful and not taking yourself too serious, and also lowering down the way you have like a distance with someone, which would be like on the professional level, you keep a little bit of a distance, right? But when you flirt in this slice of your personality cake, you gonna, let that a little bit go. It's a little bit more free. And I would want you to accept both parts of this. There are even more slices on the cake, the more slices the cake has. But like these two, like the professional and the flirting easiness, just accept both of them. So the one can benefit from, they can benefit from each other, and it doesn't mean that the one has to be present and the other one not. If this makes sense, so you can be both. You can be playful, flirty, but also professional if you want to. And I think this is like the superpower an ambitious woman like us has in their 40s. They know what they want. They know what happened to them. They know their stories, and they've been through so much. So they have like flirting with depth, right? Flirting with more groundedness, flirting with more high value. And if you see it like that, it's so easy to differentiate yourself from a 20-year-old girl who can just flirt but doesn't have the depth yet. You know what I mean? So I think then it becomes quite easy. So let's talk about flirting and how to do that, especially in our 40s. That's, a different kind of story still. So I would suggest, and now I'm teaching you a couple of, body language techniques and body language signs you can use to, show on a subtle way that you're fucking interested in this man, and you would just rip off his clothes if you could, but like, we haven't reached that state yet. So we're in early flirting and we meet a man and we are interested, right? And what you can do on a subtle level is to show certain kinds of your bodies to him. And I mean by that is like body parts that show you're interested, because they're very sensitive parts you're going to show to him, right? So these parts are, first of all, your wrist. That's a very sensitive part. We usually don't show to someone, right? So and the other part is this part of your throat and neck area. And what you can do, I mean, if you have like, the hair, you can just pull it to the side and have like moments when this is just very present. And also if you put your hand like showing more of the wrist, like, if you do it like that, it's a very sensual thing. And I show you the other way around when you don't do it. It's like when you have like more like this and you're more like, hey, you see, like those parts make it intentionally more sensual. So again, you put that to the side, whatever. You can just be playful if you have like a necklace, something like that, or you can even turn the necklace like that. You can show more of those parts. And also when you're having a drink, for example, and you're sitting or standing next to him, whatever, you can, play a little bit with the wine glass or cocktail glass, right? And also showing this part again, just make it more visible, So besides showing some sensitive and sensual parts of your body and, using kind of a lightful conversation, what is also very, very crucial is keeping eye contact. And in moments when you have a conversation, you're not gonna look away. So you face him, right? And then you're gonna smile. And it's just I'm not saying staring, but you know what I mean. Just keep the eye contact going and be like, hey. Yeah, true. Just let that flow and not look away. In moments, and also when there's a pause, when there's no one speaking, you're just gonna look. And you see how much power is in body language, eye contact, wording, and flirting, by still being so mature, so high value as a powerful, ambitious woman. Can you see that? Can you see how much confidence you already emanate with just being present there? And keep the conversation lighthearted, just not the heavy stuff. I'm here professional. No, we're gonna talk about funny moments. You tell a joke, he's gonna tell a joke. You're gonna, that's so funny. You know what I mean? So just, be playful. And what I always suggest is wearing an outfit you feel like good in, but also that gives you the opportunity to show those body parts, right? And just play with your abilities, play with your like being a woman, just you don't care. It's like, oh my god, I feel so good. You make me feel so good. I'm like, hey, so just let that flow and let it come naturally by knowing what I told you about those sensitive parts. And then you're fucking good to go. You're gonna we'll have a lot of fun on your dates. Just practice it. The next date you're gonna be on, just show a little bit of that, show a little bit of here, and see how he reacts. And men will pick up those clues. They cannot not pick it up. And if you do it intentionally, just wait for it. Just see how it goes. Practice that, become more intentional. You can even practice in front of the mirror and see how it looks like, right? And then you will kill it, And still knowing, which also made for me personally that mindset shift, you can be playful and sexy and juicy, especially as you are so confident and as you have this depth of your stories, of your achievements, right? And this is something that makes you even more comfortable, more confident in showing up and flirting with a man. Enjoy. Oh my God. Share your success stories and let me know how everything is going. I'm super curious. And I see you in the next episode and the next Femininity Quickie.